Hi everyone. So today we are understanding firstly what are microgreens, how you can grow them and how to eat them and what are the benefits. So let's get started. Today is the 10th day of our 11-week lifestyle habits challenge. I hope you all are doing everything possible, and if you are learning new things, make sure you do it slowly and gradually. So today I have a lot of things to share. What are microgreens? Microgreens are not sprouts, they are not shoots. Microgreens are actually this. They are actually grown like this. So this is a microgreen, okay? And how it has grown? So from seed level it starts sprouting, and then after some time, once you completely leave it in a moist, full and humid area, it grows, and then it forms like a very nice small leaf-like structure. Once the leaf is there, it is considered as microgreens. So this is what a microgreen is. Please do not confuse it with any other thing. And there are differences between sprouts and microgreens. Sprouts, I have sprouts too. So what are sprouts? They have the root, they have the seed, and they have just begun to form the leaf. So a sprout is composition of all the three things: root, seed and the leaf. But when we talk about microgreens, they are just the leaf, and there is no seed, and there is, obviously we will not be eating the root, we will be just cutting them off from the top. So hence microgreens are completely chlorophyll based, highly dense in nutrients, vitamins, minerals and whatnot. So the most frequently asked question is, what all can you grow in microgreen, especially in India? But this is not subjective to India. You can grow microgreens, your own microgreens, in your own house, anytime, anywhere you want. Obviously there are some climatic challenges, so then you have to keep hydrating it, and then you have to cover it in darkness and put it in darkness. So we have few ideas here. The first one, this one is my favorite actually. It is fenugreek seeds. Methi, you must have heard about this. So basically you have to soak this fenugreek seed overnight. Once the seed literally fills in water inside, then you have to put it in. I will give you three ideas how you can grow them. First, let's introduce what all you can grow. So this is one seed that you can grow. This is fenugreek. Another one is white raw sesame, matlab tilli. So this one is actually, it's available at all of our houses, but the thing is, with sesame you have to grow them raw. So again, soak them for 8 hours, then you have to let it grow into a green, microgreen. This one is my favorite. It has amazing amount of protein. This is actually alfalfa seeds. So if you look at these seeds, they are brown in color, they are full of protein, and they grow into a twig. It's very tasty, and it has a little bit of flavor inside it. So if you are adding it in any salad, the salad itself becomes very satisfying, and the flavor keeps on changing. And then this is mustard. We all have this also at our house. It's easily available. Rai bolte hai. And you won't believe, this one actually right here, it's mustard seeds. So I've grown the mustard seeds in a clay pot, and they have turned out to be really beautiful. Just have a look at this. So can you believe this is the mustard that we always eat in our vegetables? So this is one way of growing it in a clay pot. I have yellow mustard seeds also. So half of this is yellow and half of this is black. There is a little bit of change in the flavor of both, but I love them both. So it's up to you to decide. Then I have black sesame seeds. This is tilli only, but it's black. It has lots of calcium, and you can simply grow them into microgreens. So these are few ideas. Obviously you can buy plant-based seeds like radish seeds, broccoli seeds, spinach seeds and a lot of other seeds, and experiment it for yourself. It's as easy, it's really very, very simple. It's as easy as if it's going to be a very easy part for you to take care of this. So now let's discuss how to grow them. Growing them is a little tricky. You have to really take care of it as if it's your baby. The whole procedure is of 15 days. So you start from first day where you're soaking them. So you take a glass jar, put your favorite seed inside it. So I'm putting in alfalfa seeds. Put the water inside it. So I've literally soaked them really well. If you want to rinse it, you can give it a shake and remove the dirty water, and then again switch it to nice water. Then you have to just close the lid. Don't put it in an airtight lid and keep it aside for 6 to 7 hours. Once it has been kept aside for 6 to 7 hours, what will happen is the seed will literally fill in the water inside, and it will be a little more thicker than the original seed size. That has happened. Then the next stage is you have 3 options here. Okay, so one option is you literally take a white cloth, muslin cloth, and you put seeds inside. So this is how alfalfa looks when it's grown. So this is a grown alfalfa microgreen, and this will become really huge also. So what you can do is you can use a cloth like this and tie them up really nice, something like this. Keep it away and moist it with water spray so that it's getting its kind of water dose, and leave it aside and then keep on checking. And if you're living in a very hot climate, you might have to refrigerate it. If you're living in a Bombay-like city where humidity has balanced everything, this sprout is going to grow even faster there. This microgreen is going to grow even faster there. And this is the first option, using muslin cloth. The second option is you let the seeds remain in this jar only. So once you have soaked it, so this is how it's going to be soaked. So once you have soaked it for 6 hours, remove the entire water out of it and then leave the jar as it is. So there is no water, there are only the seeds which have sucked in water really nicely, and then you have kept it aside, and then you spray water sometimes when you need and give it a go and open it every morning. It will grow very nicely in a glass container. It is very simple and you can easily do it. And let it grow to the size of this big. So they are very tasty when they are very long. I love them. So let it grow this tall. So this is option 1, this is option 2, and the third and one of my favorite options is actually taking a clay pot. These are available in India everywhere. Take a clay pot and take some soil, which is, obviously there is no chemical in the soil. Simply put the seeds here. So I'm using this segment. I've removed my microgreens from this segment just to show you. So you have to dig in a little bit. So just dig a little bit of soil out of it, and then I'm showing you just one section. Pour in the seeds. Literally I've not even soaked them. Obviously you can soak them if you want to, and put the soil on it. So this much segment only I am covering for this section. Then you spray the water. Okay, do not pour the water. If you pour the water, the entire thing is gonna go bad. Just spray it and spray this. Keep on doing this for the next 7 days. Don't overwater it, and they will turn into really nice microgreens. So mine are really tall. See, have a look. So mine are really tall. I'm going to chop off the roots. You can simply use this in anything. You can make your salads. You can do so much with it. You can make dips out of it. You can use it with your fruit. It's a very beautiful garnish. So there were 3 ways. One is the clay pot, another is the muslin cloth, and the another one is the glass jar in which you can simply keep it. I do have some of this really nice wheatgrass that I grew. So this is usually how I cut it, and it goes directly into my juicer and we juice it. It goes in my mixer actually, and then put some water and then juice it and drink. So this was really easy for me. It's a very quick process. And you know, the best part is the excitement. When I see them grow, I feel like eating them. So again, more greens goes into my stomach. And so I've answered what I have answered, how to grow them, how to eat them also I've answered. Now the question is when to eat them. And when to eat them is something which is, you must eat greens, fruits and all these things when you are empty stomach. Reason being, they have lots of micronutrients, they are very easy to digest, and they give you that little dose of everyday minerals and vitamins you need. So having them empty stomach in the morning with your favorite juice or with your favorite fruit platter is the best way to go about it. After this live gets over, I'm going to share lots of amazing ideas on how you can use them. So keep yourself posted on it. One of the best parts about using microgreens is they have 5 times more nutrition than any other leaf. So if I'm using a spinach microgreen, I've gotten the seeds of spinach and I've sowed them, and then the microgreens are developing. The leaf has more nutrients than a larger matured leaf. Yes, they are micro, they're full of lots of goodness. So you should always go for these things. Looking at the current situation where we are so much skeptical that whether there are chemicals in this or not, or is it organic or should we buy it or not. If you are so confused about things, why not grow your own stuff? And it hardly takes any space. So that's why it's one of my favorite again. So just to cover it all up, you can grow mustard, you can grow fenugreek, you can grow alfalfa, sesame, radish, coriander, mint, spinach, wheatgrass, broccoli, so many options. So keep yourself entertained. It's a very nice hobby. Send me your pictures if you have grown them. I'll be happy to watch them. Have a nice day. Bye. Oh, I'm going to check the questions. I'm really sorry. Okay, so there are no questions as such. Cool. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.